guys, it's Misha, and welcome back to my channel. So yesterday we talked about the boxing match with Imane Khelif. Karini left this match in just 46 seconds because she said she never felt punches as strong as this. Now both Imane and Lin were disqualified in last year's championships because they were found to have high levels of testosterone and XY chromosomes. So we're going to look at this again because now it looks like these individuals might be intersex, and we're going to discuss whether or not that would be fair to put them in the ring with females. I think not. So let's take a look at what happened with this recent match with Lin. Taiwanese boxer who failed gender test easily wins Paris Olympics match.
Yu-Ting, job done.
Lin was disqualified from the 2023 Women's Boxing World Championships, an International Boxing Association sanctioned event, for failing to meet gender criteria and had a bronze medal stripped away. And here's the thing with these two boxers. People were saying, well, you can't just look at them and say they look like a man, so they're a man. Yeah, I'm not so much concerned with that part. I'm concerned with the part about the high levels of testosterone and them having XY chromosomes. And some women have more of a traditionally, masculine look to them. Doesn't mean they're men. Although, in this specific case, they were literally banned because they could not pass a gender test. That's the part I think we should be focusing on. Them saying, well, on the passport it says woman.
The eligibility on this specific issue is if their national document, their passport, has them as a woman.
Are you kidding me? In 2024, when you know what's happening with transgenderism, when you know how people are trying to play the system, I think there are better ways to make sure that this is in fact a biological female. They're intersex. That leaves us with the same problem, right? That there is this biological advantage. At the time of Lin's disqualification, IBA President Umar Kremlev said, based on DNA tests, we identified a number of athletes who tried to trick their colleagues into posing as women. The IBA has since maintained that Lin's disqualification was justified and stood by its decision. However, the Olympics said, no, go ahead. The passport says woman. If Imane, if Lin, if they're intersex, I don't even think they should be fighting the female opponent because they have, again, an obvious advantage physically because of their biology. Now, not all individuals who are intersex identify as trans, although some do. So if they're not trans, if they're simply intersex, of course, that's just how they're born. It has nothing to do with, oh, I feel like a man, I feel like a woman. You're born intersex. Okay, but do you think it's fair then to go ahead and compete with a female boxer? Or imagine for a second you're Imane, and if you have this abnormality, right? And you know it wouldn't be fair. Would you still compete? Would you then walk off with this smirk on your face? But especially if they were actually found to have XY chromosomes. Hello? You should not be in the ring with females. It's just not a fair fight. If they want to have their own division, okay, I guess we're going to have the trans division, the intersex division. I don't know the best solution in this situation, okay? But one thing I know, again, is this is not fair. This is going to get someone killed. And if we're going based off passports, that's a problem. Lin Yu-Ting dominates fight. Again, the opponent left in tears. The pair shook hands briefly after the bout, but did not after the result was confirmed. Here's what the IBA said. So the IBA will never support any boxing bouts between the genders, as the organization puts the safety and well-being of our athletes first. The IBA said in a statement, we are protecting our women and their rights to compete in the ring against equal rivals, and we will defend and support them in all instances. Their hopes and dreams must never be taken away by organizations unwilling to do the right thing under difficult circumstances. The IOC cut ties with the IBA last year following years of governance and financial transparency issues, as well as perceived instances of corruption. Okay, let's focus on giving them the correct test so that we can make sure that these are actually females, biological females. The question you have to ask yourself is, are these athletes women? Spokesperson Mark Adams said prior to Friday's fight. The answer is yes, according to their eligibility, their passports, their history. A test which may have happened, a made-up test which was new, should not be given credence. The IBA, however, defines gender differently. It defines a woman, female, or girl as an individual with chromosome XX, and men, males, or boys as an individual with chromosome XY. I think I'm gonna go with that definition. Yeah, it makes a little bit more sense to me than just looking at their passports. Now again, that doesn't mean they're trans, okay. If they are intersex, though, we are left with a very similar issue. Lin and Khelif have always competed in women's events, including at the Tokyo Olympics, and there's no indication that either identifies as transgender or intersex. Yeah, at this point, in the year that we're living in. I don't care who identifies as what, it does not matter. So let's not use that as proof. Okay, the latter referring to those born with sex characteristics that do not fit strictly into the male-female gender binary. Yeah, we know, okay. On Thursday, tensions over the pair participants came to a head when Khelif's opponent, Angela Carini of Italy, quits 46 seconds into the match. It's terrible, she said right after the match. It isn't fair, it isn't fair, it isn't fair. Carini later told reporters that she ended Thursday's fight because she felt a severe pain in her nose. She added that she did not believe she was qualified to comment on whether Khelif should have been allowed to compete.
Khelif taking the win.
Does not matter what they identify with. Let's give them the proper tests. It's similar to what happened with the track and field runner.
Semenya won gold in the 800 meters at the 2016 Olympics in Rio. Rivals claim the 28-year-old has an unfair advantage because of her unusually high testosterone levels. It's believed her intersex condition makes her testosterone naturally high.
It's important to understand that athletes with XY-DSDs, such as Semenya, have testes, they have male levels of circulating testosterone levels, and hence male-like athletic advantage.
When you're the best in the world, people get obsessed, with what you do. And then comes a genetic. Okay, we all different anyway, in kind of a way, in life. They think probably I have an advantage anyhow, because they say I have advantage, in high testosterone. Of course, I do have it. So what?
And that's all for today's video, guys. Let me know what you think about this in the comments below. Remember to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye.